Hi, good afternoon. I just finished with all my meetings with all the classes I have. Thank you for those of us who participated. Those of us who have missed it, I apologize. I was just following the schedule that was posted for next week on our school website. So I was looking at I was going by this schedule right over here. The reason why I was going by this schedule is because I wanted you all to have a sort of like a practice of how these meetups will work. So for example, if you are in my period 5 class, the only times that we can meet up is between 10:40, meet up as a class is from 10:40 to 11:05 a.m. Now, if you want to meet up for like extra time, like or any of that sort, feel free to reach out. It's just that we have to be strict with these times because you will start meeting with your other classes next week, and I don't want you to like get in the habit of being late for those classes. That said, I'm just going to use this time to go through the online syllabus for Algebra 2. So for our online classes, we're going to continue on with focus and directrix of parabolas. And then from there, we're going to move on to learning about graphing polynomials, like the end behavior and stuff. On the side, you have your instructor's contacts. Here's the emails. For me, particularly, email works just, I'm quick with the email. It works just fine with me. And over here, these are the Google Classroom codes. So we have all these different codes over here. If you know somebody who is in one of these classes and is having issues with connecting to Google Classroom, please help them out and share them these codes so that they can be able to get their classes together. Now, with Algebra 2, we've been using this textbook right over here. I showed it to you guys earlier, but I'm just going to show it again. This is our Algebra 2 textbook, and this is the site you're going to click on to get there. So let's see if you, so Microsoft Word control click. So if you click on it, let me share. Sorry. No, it's this one. If you click on it, you should be on this screen right over here. So the textbook that you want to choose is this Algebra 2 textbook. And it should take you to, right onto this site with all the contents. So we're at, now sometimes, okay, good, I'm happy this happened. Sometimes when you're on your phone, you will go on a site that looks like this. So just to go back to where your book was, you want to go to this, choose your program, scroll over, and just click on Common Core High School. Once you have that, you're going to press go, and it takes you back to this page. And then you'll be able to like get all your chapters together. So I may assign work from this book, I may not. This is just a resource for you just in case you need more notes on the content we're going to cover. Now, there's an option to go into the Spanish version, which is just right over here. If you click it, let's see. Oh, why is it? So you see, it could be a little like annoying just coming back to this, but yes, you just have to keep on clicking this. Let's go to Spanish. Hold on a sec. Why is this not? But yeah, I just need to play with this a little bit more. But Like there isn't a way for you to change it into Spanish should you need it. But yeah, that's the textbook. Now let's just go back to that syllabus. Sorry, it's taking me a while. It's my first time using Zoom, so it's taking me a while to like get adjusted to like going from back and forth between everything. Okay, so yes, that was our textbook, and here are some resources. So math, we use a lot of graphing calculators, but you're at home, you won't have access to it. Some of you won't have access to it. So we have different resources right over here. They're all for free. We have Desmos.com. That is a website where you can input equations to graph. We also have the graphing calculator app right over here. Now this app is only for Apple products only. I haven't found anything for Android or like anything like that. So, but that's just an option for you. Zoom is what we're going to be using for our video conferences, and Alex, that is the math practice site that we've used before in class. Class times. Okay, so I went over this. So yeah, any video conference, any new content, everything like that will be posted within the time frame of your class. All right. So if you're my period 2, expect to see a video or the conferences between these times. And this is just breaking down how our classes will look for the week. So Monday, we're going to start with a new lesson topic. It will be on a video. Either I made it or I found it online. And then we have 3 to 4 sheets of classwork. And this is meant for the whole week, all right? It's not just meant for like everything is due within that Monday. If you look carefully, your classwork is going to be due on Friday. So let me just go over this. Monday, you get your new stuff for the week. This is a good idea to go on Monday to check if the links work for these PDF files. Wednesday, right? That's going to be the day of our video conference, and it's going to take place for 25 minutes during the time frame assigned over here. Thursday, the answers of your classwork will be posted, so you can use this time to check your work or something. And then Friday, we have classworks due, and then we have the quiz. So about the classwork, I'm not going to ask for all 3 to 4 sheets to be handed in by this Friday. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to choose a random worksheet number, like let's say worksheet number 1 or worksheet number 4. I'll have you guys submit that into Google Classroom. And so I'm just collecting one sheet out of the 4, and the quizzes, all your quiz questions are going to come directly from the classwork given. I'm not going to give you outside questions. It's directly from the classwork that you have. And what's great about it is the day before, you have the answers to the classwork. So when you really think about it, right, you're actually taking a quiz on questions that you have the answers for. So, you know. So yeah, that's just our breakdown right over here. Let's see, Google Classroom. Oh yes. So expectations in Google Classroom. Please, please, please make sure your original first and last name is on Google Classroom. Some of us have been using nicknames or calling ourselves after cartoon characters. I know it sounds kind of cute, but I want to give you the credit. I don't want to give any cartoon character the credit, right? This will just help me, like, make sure you get the credit. And also it's good practice for when you go into college, right? Or when you start your job in the future. You don't want your boss to see I don't know, Minnie Mouse is one of his employees and sending him emails. That's just not respectable. Speaking of respect, please use respectful and polite language. So whenever we're interacting with each other on Google Classroom or on Zoom, make sure we're watching our language. I know you guys are all home, but think of this as virtual school. You want to still be respectful during this time. And submit your own work. All right. It's important. You want to be judged based on the work you yourself did and you yourself written. Now, submission instructions. So what's going to happen is when I'm asking for that classwork, right? I'm going to ask you guys to first make sure you have your name, date, and the worksheet number on your work, front and back. That's only if your work is like 2 pages front and back or 3. You just want all that information there. And then you're going to take a picture of your work and send it through Google Classroom. Like you can send it under the assignments. Yes, so and you can print out the worksheets, but I'll also accept it if you copied the questions in a notebook and showed all your work in a worksheet, in a loose leaf I meant. Okay. Attendance. So attendance needs to be taken every day. I'm going to use Google Forms as your attendance check-ins. These will usually be like questions like write your name, and then maybe like a funny question, like share a funny video, share a funny meme, or rate your understanding of the material. Those will be the types of questions I'll be using in the attendance Google Form check-ins. Now, to give you some leeway, I will be checking these attendance forms. They need to be done by 11:59 p.m. of that day. All right. So you don't need to worry about, oh my God, I'm period 1. I need to wake up 9 a.m. and do my form right now. No. I'm going to check it at the end of the day, making for this attendance, right? I just want to see that you're actually going in and looking at the content provided in Google Classroom, right? So the only time I will be strict about, the timing would be Wednesdays, because that's when we meet up at our scheduled times for our weekly meetings. And like this is saying right over here. So if I give a Monday Google Form for attendance, I expect it to be done on that same Monday at 11:59 p.m. the latest. You could wake up early. You could get it done early just to get out of the way, but I need it done by 11:59 p.m. the latest of that day. That's the same for your classwork and for your quizzes, right? On Fridays, you have until 11:59 p.m. on that same Friday to hand in your quiz and your classwork. All right. And your quiz will be the attendance for that day. Now, grade breakdown. Okay, so my expectations for this time is for you to do your attendance every day and do the work, right? If you do those 2 things, right, you will be successful in this online class. Now it's great because you have quizzes, you're taking directly from your classwork, no outside questions, and your test will be an average of your 3 quiz grades. So let's say if you got a 55, 100, and 100, if you do the math, you'll end up with an 85 for your test grade, all right? So none of these grades will be taken from an outside source. It's just from the classwork I assigned to you. Okay? Now here's the rubric for all your work. So your quizzes will be 4 questions long usually. And if you check this rubric carefully, if you get 2 questions right, you have a 65. So I'm going to be really lenient during this time when we're grading, because I know this is a new thing. This is something that we all are all trying to get adjusted to. And there's a lot of stress going around because of what's been happening. I'm being mindful of that. But you still need to do the work. At the end of this school year, whether or not we're in school physically or not, you still need to get the credit so that you all can graduate on time. All right? Get that diploma. All right, so let's see. Late work. All right. So I'm giving you things on Monday, and it's due Friday night at 11:59 p.m. It seems, I don't know, I'm thinking that it is a good amount of time to get the work in. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to assign 50 questions a week and stuff, but this seems like a good time period to get things done. But if the off chance you do hand in something late, it's going to be 5 points taken off. All right. Now let's see right over here. Oh yes, we have an extra credit opportunity using Alex. Now it's starting from Monday, right? So if on Alex you finish 5 lesson topics, like these blue things right over here, for every 5 you finish, you get 2 points added to your final marking grade. Now, finishing the initial knowledge check and the tool tutorial, it will not add to your extra credit. But for you to get to these blue topics, you need to finish this knowledge check, all right? So that's why they are connected, but the only one giving you the credit is these blue topics, right? So you can use this if for some reason you find, oh my goodness, I'm finished with all my classwork for math this week. You can go on Alex and have more practice there and earn some credit. That was all for the Algebra 2 syllabus. That's all I wanted to go through at this time. If you have any questions, if you are trying, I don't know, if you want to have like a conference, just email me and we'll schedule one up. Just don't randomly try to like create Zoom meetups to like meet me. I might not see it in time, but if you do, send me an email. Shoot me an email. I will see it. All right, so this starts on Monday. Hopefully, well, no, I know things will work out. And if it doesn't, you know, this syllabus, it's subject to change. You know, it's my first time teaching it online. It's your first time learning it online. You know, things could be switched around. You know, there's some confusion. But this is going to be a common thing. This schedule right over here. Monday, new stuff for the week. Wednesday, video chats. Fridays, quiz and classwork due. That won't change unless it's necessary. Anyway, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you on Wednesday. All right, have a good one. Bye. I stop this video. Ugh, you think? Wait. No. How do I? No, I don't know how to do this. Oh, here we go. Here we go.